Hi everyone, it's still me, although I do have slightly different hair to the last video. Yes, the golden locks are gone. They'll be back. This is my coronavirus haircut to keep me going. I'm going to be reading for you today Hilda and the Midnight Giant. Okay, so this is the one that comes after Hilda and the Troll. I hope you enjoy it, and let's get on with reading the story. Hilda and the Midnight Giant. Join Hilda on another extraordinary adventure as she sets out to save her home. Hilda finds her world turned upside down when she faces the prospect of leaving her snow-capped birthplace for the hum of the city. But why do the hidden elves want her to leave? Why can she only see them? And who is the mysterious giant that turns up in the night? Let's find out. She's at home studying a book. Twigs on the sofa. Nodding off, says Mum. I know it's boring stuff, but you've done well to get through so much today. Not at all. I think it's dead interesting, actually. It just feels really boring. Well, I think that's enough for now anyways. Time for a tea party. Tock, tock. They look up. Something's there. I'll get that. Hilda's already there. She looks back. Doesn't look like there's anybody there. Just Hilda. She looks down. There's a tiny letter. It's another one of those tiny letters. Shall I read it out to you? Where's the magnifying glass? No, pass it to me. I'll read it. Let me see. Good grief, this is the 6th one this week. It's from the hidden people again? Yes, it is. What does it say? Not much. Are they still saying that we have to move and they're going to smash our house and stuff? Basically. Oh dear. Who are these people? Hilda hugs Twig, tries to kind of make him feel better. They're tiny, they're invisible, and they don't like us very much. Well, I don't like them. Hilda writes a letter. Dear to whom it may concern, please leave us alone. We are nice people, please stop being mean. All the best, Hilda, XX. Nice fountain pen. Listen up, little guys. This one's for you. She hurls the letter to the ground dramatically. Stomps back to the sofa where she sits in a mood. I'm sure that did the trick. Now how about that tea party? A little bit later. Food gone. A rock through the window. Donk. Hits Twig on the head. Mum? More rocks. Cack. What on earth? Mum, look! At that window. What's that shadow? Indeed, there is a shadow. Attention residents. Having provided adequate warning and opportunity to cooperate on behalf of the people of the Northern Elven Valley counties, we shall now proceed to implement your forcible eviction from the premises. Ah! Rocks are being hurled. And logs and many a thing. Ah! They're all over me! I can feel them, they're like ants! Oh no, the TV's bust. Everything's being busted. Repeat, we shall now proceed with your forcible eviction from the premises. That means they're going to chuck them out. Rip, rip, rip. Book's getting ripped. 1, 2, 3. Lift. Lifting up the sofa. They're stronger than they look, maybe. Hilda dashes. She gets something out of the cupboard. Some kind of... Oh, it's a broomstick. All right, that's enough. Get out. Eek. Ah, no. Help. Ack. Get out. Get out! Ah, igua, oof. Dun dun. Mum, come and see this quick. You're not going to... No, Hilda, enough now. They're gone. No, this is something else. It was... Giant now vanished. Hilda, we're going to have to move to the town. What? We can't stay here, not if this is going to keep happening. But we've been here all the time, since I was even born. Longer, ... Even despite all this, I've been thinking you could go to a normal school and make some proper friends. Not just woodmen and troll rocks. Maybe she's lonely. And it would be better for my work. Looks like she's an architect. They look like sketches from that an architect would do, or someone that designs houses and buildings and that. A lot better for my work. It's not much good me being all the way out here. Mum, no. I love it here. It's literally the best place ever. The town's only a train ride away. We don't need to move there. Please, Mum. I don't want to go. I don't want to live in the dirty old town. Puppy dog eyes. Are they going to work? Now she's showing the dog as well, who's also doing puppy dog eyes. Oh, fine, Hilda. If you can find a way to make friends with these things, like you seem to manage with every other bizarre creature you can come across, then we can stay. But if one more thing like this happens, then we're gone. I'm sorry. Giant in the distance. Tss, little girl. Hello. Hello, can you hear me? Who's there? Reveal yourself. Where are you? I'm right here, but you can't see me. You're in my head. A voice in my head. Are you an imaginary friend? Because I've always wanted an imaginary friend, but I've never known how to go about meeting one. I'm real. I'm so sorry to disappoint. Listen, I'm an elf, one of your little people who rubbished your living room last night. Except I'm not. That is, I didn't do any of the rubbishing. I just came to watch. I'm more of a writer than a fighter, you see. Now, I know you can't see us, and the reason you can't see us is that we take the business of who sees us and who doesn't see us very seriously. Which means, of course, there's a lot of paperwork involved. Well, I stuck around a little bit last night, and I heard the older girl's ultimatum about friend-making. By older girl, he means mother. Being of the opinion that it'd do everyone the world of good if this came to pass, and that the chances of this coming to pass would be greatly increased if you could see us, I took the liberty of spending the night signing the relevant papers for you. Mouthful much, and a lot of papers. I've been rummaging. I think you'll find the forgery quite impressive. Indeed, Hilda. Yes, great forgery. Now, if you'll just sign this last page yourself, we'll be all set. I see. Well, all right, but only because I want to know what you look like. I don't trust you or like you at all. There. Look in the mirror. I don't. Look harder. Cooey. Have you made a chair out of my earwax? Never mind that. There's something I want to show you. Dun dun. This is amazing. These have been at all the time, and I just couldn't see them. Correct. How many houses are there? How far does this thing go? I dare say as far as the eye can see. Even further with your eyes, I expect. There's 15 counties in this valley alone, and your house is smack in the middle of my one. That explains some stuff, but why now? My great-granddad built that house. I've lived there all my life, and there hasn't been any bother. It's the new Prime Minister. He promised to get rid of you if he was elected, and now that he has been, he has to see to it that he does. Well, that's not fair. We're allowed to live here just as much as you are. Don't shout at me, I agree. And besides, if you weren't so sniffy about who sees you and who doesn't, then maybe my granddad would have chosen somewhere a bit less populated. It's an important tradition of my people to be sniffy about it. You take me to this Prime Minister right now. Maybe I could explain things to him. Take you to him? I've never met the man. I don't have that sort of access. You can't simply request a meeting and go to say hello. But I'm the giant girl. Surely... The mayor. I'll arrange a meeting with the mayor of the town your house is currently occupying. Tomorrow morning, first thing, I'll pick you up. Figuratively. Well, okay, but got to dash. Now, things to do, you know. The name's Alfur, by the way. If you need me, shout, or just speak. I'll hear you. We all hear you. All the time. You're quite loud. Alright, well I guess I'll see you tomorrow then, Alfur. Alfur? Poke. Ah, he's gone. She did take a risk there. She could have squashed the poor little Alfur. She wanders back to her house. What kind of stuff do these guys get up to, I wonder? Coffee sloshing. Whoops. Soz about that. She wanders back to her house. The woofs are migrating. It's kind of beautiful. You should come and look. Hilda's curled up in bed with a book. She does like coziness, as I said in the last video. And she said, I love it here as much as you do, you know. The mountains, the streams, so much space, a whole peaceful valley. And barely anything to complicate it but us. I'd miss it. Well, we didn't get any letters tonight. Maybe it'll be okay. Maybe. Right, you should get to sleep. I've got some more work to do, but then I'll be doing the same. Good night, Hilda. Growl. Scratch, scratch. Yeah, I've seen the woofs 1,000 times before. I swear they migrate every week. Tap, tap. Hilda gets up. Sees the woofs migrating, the flying dog thingamajigs. Wow. That's why the dog was tapping. The giant's returned. He's got hollow eyes. Mom! It's come back, the giant. It's huge. It's gone again. Hilda, it was right here, as tall as the mountain. I've never seen anything so big. There is nothing that big. Perhaps it was a forest giant, though I've never known them to wander around here. And what on earth would it be doing? It's the middle of the night. It wasn't a forest giant. Well, it's dark out here. The hills make out shadows. It wasn't a shadow. Stepping through a house again. What is it? Nothing. Come on, I really think you need to get some sleep. Remember, the mum doesn't know that she's stepping through it because she hasn't signed the papers. There's the giant walking on. Morning. Mr. Mayor, may I introduce you to her? I know who you are. I imagine you do. The giant, the menace. So you can see us, can you? Finally noticed us, did you? Are you kidding me? How could I notice you if I couldn't see you? Young lady, the forms are very straightforward. And where was I supposed to get these forms? The forms are widely available. Are you crazy? Crazy about ensuring the well-being of my people by seeing to it that your ruthless occupation of our historic city comes to a swift end? Yes, we are, aren't we, Angelina? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. But you must understand, there's nothing ruthless about it. We didn't even know you existed until recently. Pure ignorance. You're invisible. Please, can you lower your voice? You're alarming my cats. Well, look, I'm sorry about that, but please don't evict us. Don't you think you're being very unfair? Why do we have to go? Can't we just get along? She's heavily pregnant, you see. I don't want to get her unnecessarily stressed. She's a purebred Valorian silk care, very precious, very dear to me. Thomas, bring Angelina's basket, will you? I think she needs to lie down. She looks how I feel. You're not answering my questions. But surely you can... Oh, sorry, here. Look, wheels are set in motion. Plans are in place. Letters have been sent and forms have been filled in. Lots of forms. But surely you can stop it. You're the mayor, for God's sake. Impossible. It's only the mayor. I'm only the mayor, and it's out of my hands. I don't even have hands. So whose hands is it in? The cat's run off. I imagine the only person who could do anything now is the Prime Minister. The cat's gone into Hilda's hair. It's his big idea, after all. Then why on earth am I talking to you? Please take him to me at once. I'm afraid I can't do that. Where does he live? I'm afraid I can't say. Tell me. Angelina. Angelina's happy in Hilda's hair, it seems. Aha! You beast! You fiend! Release her this instant! She removed her hair, so the cat's now living in Hilda's hair, it looks like. Tell me where the Prime Minister's house is, or I'll let your kitty live in my hair forever. All right. Ugh, behind the waterfall, the great big one, that goes into the fjord. That's all I needed to know. Returns the cat. Hilda walks on. Hilda, wait! Jump. Ah, not so fat anymore. Went from that to that. I bet you can work out what happened. Maybe you can work out what's happened. I bet you can. The basket, sir. Hilda, wait! It could be dangerous. Aha! There it is. Let's go. Doof. Oh, a rabbit. Looks like you took a tumble. Poor little thing. It's not just a rabbit. Whoa. It's the Prime Minister's cavalry. They ride wild beasts into combat. They're trying to stop you. I do believe I warned you. Help! Twig! Snarl. Thanks for that, boy. It's a good thing you were snooping about, huh? A real good thing. Now let's go and see this Prime Minister. Off they go. Through waterfalls, and that looks like where the type of place the Prime Minister might live, and that house at the top. Soon. Look, I'll be honest with you. I only said I'd get rid of you because I knew I'd get elected if I did. I didn't know how, or even if I could. Twig looks scary. Well, then you're terrible. But oh dear, do you really hate me and my mum all that much? Well, it's not all as bad as that. It's just the lights from your house are so bright. It's like the sun at night. We can turn them off much earlier from now on. You can be very loud. You keep babies up. I'll never shout again! And you're always stepping on us. But I know stepping on you doesn't hurt you if you haven't signed the forms. I saw my mum's foot go right through your houses. Well, it's still a traumatic experience having a giant foot come through your ceiling, even if it is only visually. Then we can get my mum to join the Being Able to See You club and it'll all be fine, won't it? It's not quite as simple as that. It's not? No. No. The truth is, everything I just said is not really a problem. The real truth is, that house, you and your family, since anyone can remember, have been considered sworn enemies of the king, and as such, public opinion of you has traditionally been rather low. Technically, we've been at war with you for generations. No one's ever been bothered to actually do anything to get to you, until me, and I'm afraid to say at this point, it's out of your hands. Ha, yes. And I don't even have hands. Hilda walks back. She looks very depressing on the edge of a cliff. Alpha, if I was to ask you to tell me where the king lives, would you tell me, or is it out of the question? I'll take you there. We'll go in a day or two. It's a tough journey, but it's closer to home than you'd think. That night. Midnight. What a surprise. Migrating. There's no way I'm letting you get away this time. Ah yes, she's noticed the giant, see? Hilda goes down, hops on the back of one of the woofs. I'm not taking my eyes off you for 1 second. I knew you were real. We're moving. Excuse me, hello? It goes down to its ear. Excuse me, sir? Yes, little girl? So you saw me? My eyes are very keen. I bet. So why do you keep coming here? I've seen you the last few nights just standing there and staring at my house. Why? It's kind of creepy, you know. I'm waiting for someone. They're late. Who? An old friend. I see. And you're meant to meet them by my house. The last time I was here, there was no house. Are you sure? How old are you? ... No response. So, are you sure you have the right place? I'm sure I remember. The way the horizon looked, the position of the river, the way the air smells. Some things seem different. The hills have shifted. Your house. But this is the place. I remember. So why haven't they come? The details were set a very long time ago. I've thought about it every day for a really, really long time. We'll meet here at midnight, but perhaps I got the date wrong. It seems to me like you've got a good memory, remembering the horizon and all that. You don't seem like the kind of person to forget an important date. If you ask me, you've been stood up. I don't see the sense in coming back here night after night. You've given them enough time. You're the first person I've met since I came back. The valleys are so quiet and still. Something strange has happened that I don't understand. They're all gone. Perhaps you're right. Perhaps she has too. She? It was nice to finally meet you properly, and thanks for the walk. Now how do I get down? Climb onto my hand. Thank you for the advice. Goodbye, little girl. There's Hilda. Looking out over the sunset. Mum, do we have any books about giants? Old giants? We did. They were destroyed by the little things. Scratch, scratch. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Mum, I think I've got nits. Not nits, knittens. Ah, so that cat had babies in her hair. Oh, they're so cute. Hey, I know who'll have a book. Do we remember this? Well, these are all my books that cover giants. Why so interested? I met a giant last night, a huge one, taller than the mountains. Taller than the mountains, you say? Giants that big haven't walked the earth for an impossibly long time. They were the first things to live in these valleys, long before people and guys like me. But most people have forgotten about them. Can I offer you some tea? No thanks. Your tea always tastes like soily water with sticks in it. Because that's exactly what it is. So what happened? Where did they go? Everything started to get smaller. People appeared and built towns. The giants would accidentally step on them. There were arguments, fights. It just wasn't their world anymore, so they had to leave, but no one knows where they went. Some say that they all jumped, as high as they could, and drifted off into space. Hey, that one looks just like my one. Ah, indeed. According to this, it was crucial that one giant must at all times be sat atop the tallest mountain, a long-forgotten peak in the north. There he or she would gaze tirelessly into the black, guarding the earth from anything that might threaten from above. And any young giant could be summoned as guardian, a duty that could last for millennia, 1,000 years. Legend says the last guardian to serve was this fellow, Jorgen. That's him. That must be him. He's been guarding the entire planet all on his own for thousands of years, and no one told him that everyone else has gone. Now he's done his job and come home. His friend was meant to meet him, but she's gone too. Poor guy. All out on his own. The next day. You weren't lying when you said it was a tough journey. Why on earth is the king's castle all the way up here? He doesn't have to do a great deal of ruling. The majority of his energy is directed towards being the king. So why not live somewhere out of the way with great views? How much further do you think it is? Reasonably. The old rider on the back of a woof trick coming up. Off she jumps. Cool. Alright, Alpha. Let me know if you spot the... Uh-oh. Ah! It's trying to shake me off! Crash. Avalanche. Hilda's okay. Wow, a secret cave. Yeah, there was a secret cave there. Hilda, I don't think we have time to... It's strange. There's a warmth coming from inside. Hello? Hello? Who's there? Reveal yourself. I'm right here. You're in my head. A voice in my head. I'm what? Ah! Another avalanche. Up she gets. Hilda tumbling down. Still just going backwards, forwards. Catches the king's house. Oof. Looks in, there's the king with his little crown. My dear, how long have I been asleep? It's a giant. The mountain is a giant. Oh no. Excuse me, are you looking for Jorgen? Jorgen, have you seen him? Am I too late? I've waited for so long. He's been coming here for days. Why didn't you notice? I told him not to wait any longer. I don't know where he's gone now. The snow must have blocked my ears. I'm so sorry. Well, at least I have you, imaginary friend. No, I'm not. I'm... Put something in our ear. Let's try and get Hilda out. Ah. Gets rid of Hilda. Oh no, Hilda's plummeting down. Holding the Prime Minister. There she goes. Still falling. Got you. Phew. Jorgen. Hilda's okay. You're here. But how? Where were you the nights I waited? I was here all along. My love, things got complicated after you left. The little people came. Everyone was fed up and decided to leave or hide. But I couldn't bear to. I came to the spot we arranged to meet, not long after you left. I sat down and waited. And waited. I must have fallen asleep at some point. I'm so sorry. You waited for me for 4,000 years? Yep. Wow. Young lady. Ahem, young lady. Young lady, in light of recent events, I, the king, would like to declare the conflict between yourself and my people over. In limiting the damage to my property and preventing the mass injury of my court, you've shown yourself to be an honourable and a proponent of peace. I will speak to the Prime Minister immediately and inform him of the news. Now if you'll just sign this little treaty. I'm glad this was so straightforward. What on earth is going on out here? I thought it was odd that I didn't remember the mountain. So, what are we going to do now? I don't know. Let's go for a walk and talk about it. I need to stretch my legs, as you would do if you've been sitting down for 4,000 years. So this might seem weird, but I'm holding a castle and this is the king, and basically, we don't have to move. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Devastation. The house, everything, it's gone, all gone. Oh no. They haven't even noticed what they've done. Hilda looks heartbroken and devastated and despondent. And her mum looks all those things and more. It's all right, Mum. Accidents happen. It's just wood and glass and a bunch of stuff anyway. Maybe town could be good after all, even if it is loud and busy, and besides, it doesn't feel so quiet these days anyway. There they are. Hope you enjoyed that. Another Hilda book coming soon.